What's going on, everybody? My name is Tenebris Infinite, and in my video from a couple days ago where I talked about the delay for the Resistance update here in Generation Zero, I told you dudes that we were going to be getting a letter from the development team updating things this Friday. Well, today's Friday, and we got the letter. And my dudes, there are some incredibly hype things in here. Not only are we getting a new weapon pack, but we also have solid answers on what's going on with the Resistance update in terms of PS4, PC, and Xbox. So let's jump into this letter right here and now and read through all of these juicy, spicy details. The letter reads, "Hello everyone, and hope you're ready for another update. We were all pleasantly surprised to see the great reception of the recent video reveal of the incoming Resistance update. The amount of views, and more importantly, fun everyone has been having dissecting each segment of the trailer has gotten us excited all over again. There's quite a bit of fun stuff coming this year for Generation Zero, and with that comes more complexity to what we're building. That being said, the more advanced the new systems are, the higher the risk something might break along the way, which is why there is always a chance such an update becomes a mixed bag of news. To get straight to the point, we are unfortunately facing delays as we spoke about last Wednesday. We made the conscious choice to push the release back to address some certification issues that arose on Xbox, and we're still working to iron those out. The good news is, we have some solutions well within our grasp and in our sight. Luckily, these are not as deeply seated bugs as we've seen in past releases, only outlier certification issues. As only being outlier certification issues for the Xbox, that means that hopefully within the next round of certification, we'll be able to see the Resistance update pass on to Xbox and go live. So what does this mean for you all in the Gen Z community? When are you going to get your hands on the next update? Well, it's not too far off from when we initially wanted to release it into the wild. We managed to secure the release for both Steam and PlayStation for May 4th. May the 4th be with you, my dudes. So, not so far off from our original date. Unfortunately, this means that those who are playing on Xbox will have to wait a little bit longer while we go through another round of certifications, just as I had guessed with the last paragraph there. This should have the release landing later on in May if all goes well. Certifications for video games generally last maybe around a week. So, best case scenario, we could be seeing this around maybe the third week of May. Worst case scenario, if it has to go through maybe a couple rounds of certifications, then we'll be seeing it early on in June. We've always appreciated the patience this community has had with the development process and are also grateful for your continued engagement, which allows us to connect with you all regularly. Keep a close eye on our social channels in the coming days as we will continue to discuss the situation there, and as well from me and Wired, you're going to be getting a lot of talks about this too. If you've been with us for a while, you know that the world of Generation Zero has changed quite a bit since launch. With the incoming update, the world will keep on evolving, and we want to give you a little sneak peek at what's waiting for you once you get the chance to visit the updated Ostertorn. Now, let's take a look-see here. This is obviously Ostervik. There's this little kind of plaza of apartment buildings that you can find with a tank that spawns right in the middle. And it's pretty awesome, my dudes. We're going to be climbing on top of the freaking apartment buildings. Hands down, this is going to be the tallest building we've climbed so far. And from the looks of things, too, we're going to have some pretty spiffy little set pieces to explore on top of these rooftops as well. I am super excited, and I'm really stoked to see what kind of little parkour setups the team has put together for us over in the forest region. Now, hopefully it's going to be like the whole forest region revamped, but if it's just segments, just like what we saw with the farmlands, that's going to be equally awesome and going to give us a lot to look forwards to when it comes to the forest region in general throughout the rest of this year. Now, let's get through the rest of this letter here, and then we'll summarize everything because there's a lot to go through here, but we'll be talking about the spiciest part next. The rest of the letter reads, "As those of you with a sharp eye might notice, there are quite a few changes to the scenery there. Can you pinpoint them all? Personally, I think I'm going to go through this picture on my own, and if the changes are interesting enough, I might make a video on this, but if not, then I might just leave this as a fun thing for the community to go through. Now, for something even more exciting, possibly the second most exciting thing today. Not only will the Resistance update be available in May, it will also be accompanied by a brand new DLC that will bring some sought-after weapons from the East, the Soviet Weapons Pack. Included in the pack, you will find legendary weapons, the Kotonok sniper rifle, the AT-Wad assault rifle, and the RLG-7 rocket launcher. We'll be looking closer at those during the next week. Now, my Russian pronunciations are worse than my Swedish pronunciations, but I think that this goes something like Sikabliat or something like that. No, but in reality, this means it will be wild in Russian. And, my dudes, it's gonna be freaking wild. So, thank you all again, and have a great weekend, the Generation Zero team. So, in reality, only about a week's worth of delays here that we're going to be seeing, at least on PlayStation 4 and PC. It's a real shame that Xbox is not going to be dropping at the same time as everyone else, but I'm going to have like 18 fingers crossed that this is just going to be a really quick certification issue, and Xbox players will only be delayed by like a week at most. Honestly, one of the best things about the Resistance update before all of these delays was the fact that the update was going to be happening on all versions of Generation Zero at the same time. So it's a serious shame that that is not going to be the end result, but in all honesty, the team is doing the best they can as per usual and just working with, just riding the waves that come along their way. Now, as per usual, the Generation Zero team is kind of ducking and dodging around copyright by tweaking the names of these guns just a little bit, but the assault rifle that we're seeing here is the AS Val assault rifle, which has a built-in suppressor for it, which is really cool. I do wonder if we'll be able to still slap an extra attachment on the end of it, like imagine, two suppressors for the price of one or something like that, or like a suppressor and an assault rifle barrel extension at the same time. That'd be pretty freaking cool. But then down here, this is probably like the Dragunov sniper rifle, the famous one that we all know. I'm super excited to be getting a new sniper rifle and a new semi-automatic sniper rifle specifically. And then lastly here, we got a rocket launcher, and I really hope that the rocket launcher is going to see better days than the GRG did. So, just like with the last weapons pack, I'm going to be taking all of these weapons off to the range, and I'm going to be testing them out. This is actually going to be the first time that I try to test out a sniper rifle at a range in Generation Zero, and that's going to be pretty spicy. But the other question, too, is with base building, maybe I'll be able to make a better range for a sniper rifle. We'll have to see what happens with that. But let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below, my dudes. If you're an Xbox player, what's your feelings currently? Are you excited for the Russians' weapons pack? And as well, the forest revamps. My dudes, it seems like the Resistance update is going to be an incredibly awesome update, and well worth the wait and well worth any delays that we'll face along the way. But yeah, let me know all of your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below. For now, I've been Tenebris Infinite. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, peace out, my dudes.